Have you ever seen a woman walk into a room and it's as if the very air changes? She may not be wearing the latest fashion or have perfect features, but there is something about her, an invisible force that draws every eye. This isn't about seduction techniques, it's about energy. Now recall another picture. A woman who does everything right. She is polite, she is accommodating, she tries to be the perfect friend, daughter, and partner. But she goes unnoticed. She feels like a void. The secret separating these two women is one single choice. And today, drawing on the profound psychology of Carl Jung, we will reveal the secret of how an ordinary woman becomes magnetic. It all begins the moment she chooses herself. Ready for the transformation? Let's go. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if this topic interests you. Stage 1. The energy of need. Life before choosing yourself. Let's be honest. Most of us were raised to be convenient, to be the good girl. This is what Jung called the persona, our social mask. We wear the mask of who others want us to be. In this state, our energy is directed outwards. It operates in scanner mode. Does he like me? What should I say to impress him? How must I behave to be loved? This is the energy of hunger. The woman who hasn't chosen herself unconsciously seeks in a man what she lacks within herself. Jung called this the projection of the animus, her inner masculine principle. She looks for decisiveness, support, and direction in a partner because she hasn't found it in herself. And men feel this. They sense not a woman, but a need that is about to be placed upon them. And the instinct is to flee. Example: Emily is getting ready for a date with Ben. She spends an hour agonizing over clothes, trying to guess whether he prefers a dress or jeans. During the conversation, she constantly catches his eye, trying to gauge his interest and chooses topics that she thinks will appeal to him, completely ignoring her own thoughts about a recent exhibit that fascinated her. Ben feels not her personality, but her anxious desire to please, and this creates tension. Type the word mask in the comments if you are familiar with the feeling of constantly playing a role. Stage 2. The turning point. The act of choosing yourself. Then one day, something clicks. It might be a breakup, a crisis at work, or simply a quiet exhaustion from the endless pursuit of external approval. This is the moment a woman asks herself the central question: what do I really want? This is the beginning of the path of individuation, according to Jung, the path to wholeness. When choosing yourself becomes the priority, the magic happens. The energetic flow reverses 180 degrees from the outer world to the inner world.
Here is what changes. Consequence number 1, the energy shifts from taking to being. A woman who has chosen herself stops looking for someone to fill her void. She begins to fill it herself, with her interests, her joys, her meaning. She no longer arrives at a date with the question, "What can you give me?" She arrives with the state, "I am good with myself, and I can share this state with you." She becomes like the sun, not a black hole. She radiates warmth rather than draining energy, and all living things are drawn to such light. Example: Chloe used to wait for the weekend, hoping Daniel would invite her out. Now, having chosen herself, she signed up for a Saturday pottery class she'd always dreamed of. When Daniel calls on Friday and suggests meeting, she calmly says, "I'd love to, but I have my favorite class until noon tomorrow. We can meet in the evening. I'll tell you all about what I managed to sculpt." Daniel hears not a rejection, but the fact that her life is full and engaging. This sparks even more interest in him. Consequence number 2. She meets her shadow and becomes deep. By choosing herself, a woman stops being only good. She allows herself to be complex. She encounters her shadow, those parts she previously judged: anger, envy, ambition, sexuality. She doesn't suppress them, she integrates them. Her yes gains weight because she learns to say no. Her kindness becomes genuine because she acknowledges her capacity for anger. She becomes multifaceted, unpredictable, and incredibly interesting. She is no longer a flat picture, but a living, breathing story. Example. During a conversation, Liam talks about his success in business, expecting admiration. Olivia, instead of just saying, "That's great," honestly replies, "That's impressive. You know, I feel a pang of what I'd call white envy because it reminds me of my own ambitions that I sometimes put aside." Her ability to acknowledge an uncomfortable feeling like envy makes her, in Liam's eyes, not just a pleasant conversationalist, but an honest, deep person he can trust. Type the word depth in the comments if you allow yourself to be inconvenient and real.
Consequence 3. She becomes the queen of her own kingdom. When a woman integrates her inner man, the animus, she stops looking for a king outside. She becomes her own support, protection, and direction. Her life is her kingdom. It has its own laws, its own values, and its own treasures. The man in her life is a welcome guest, an ally, a partner, but not a savior or a master. He feels that he is entering a world that was complete before him, and this evokes not fear, but immense respect and a desire to become part of this marvelous kingdom. For example, Sophia had long dreamed of moving to another city for a better job, but was afraid her partner, Noah, wouldn't agree. Instead of asking for permission, she thoroughly researched the market, found a vacancy, and aced the interview. Then she sat down with Noah and said, "I received a wonderful offer in Chicago and have decided to accept it. I would love for you to come with me, but I'm going either way because this is important for my path." Noah sees not a girl asking, but a confident woman directing her own life. This commands respect. If you aspire to this, type queen in the comments. Consequence 4. Her silence becomes magnetic. A woman living from her persona fears silence. She fills it with words, with busyness, lest she lose attention. A woman who has chosen herself and found her inner center, the self, according to Jung, is comfortable in silence. Her silence is not empty, it is full. It is a calm in which a man can finally relax and hear himself. Her presence becomes an oasis in a noisy world, and it is this sense of peace that he will want to return to again and again. For example, Ethan and Mia are driving after dinner with loud friends. Mia doesn't try to fill the silence with chatter about who said what. She simply gazes at the night city outside the window. Ethan, sensing her peace, relaxes too. In this shared silence, there is no awkwardness, only connection and rest. He realizes that next to her, he doesn't have to constantly perform. He can just be. And this feeling becomes invaluable to him. So, being magnetic is not about becoming someone else. It is about finally daring to become yourself, truly, uncompromisingly, with all your light and dark sides. When you choose yourself, the universe chooses you in return. If this video resonated with your heart, please hit the like button. It will help it find others who need it right now. Subscribe to our channel so we can continue exploring the depths of our psychology together. And write in the comments what choosing yourself means to you. Your story might inspire someone else. Thank you. And remember, the most important love story of your life is the one you have with yourself. Until next time.